You know, it's early in the season yet. 63-56.
It's Rick Hurtlebrink's first job on the camera, and it might be his fault. Since he doesn't have a mic to retort to that, I can claim that.
All right, we had some action there. Chuck Lewis fed Bobby Smith. And he received a lot of contact, but the referee said he traveled before he got rid of the ball. Anthony Hamilton with the ball. Steal by Bobby Smith. Chuck Lewis, 4-on-3. Chuck Lewis going to take it all away. Puts it up. Oh, we should have had goaltending, Gordon. Bobby Smith recovered that rebound and put it in, but that guy slapped the net when the ball was on the rim.
Yep.
63-58. 5 points down for the Cougars with 15:24 remaining. Hamilton with the ball. Now to Collins. Now to Glassmer. Adjust that shot. Oh, that's a pretty clever shot.
Yeah. I didn't think it was a good shot, but what do I know? It goes.
Bobby Smith bringing it in. Gets his own rebound. Goes up over Johnson, and Johnson gets part of the ball, and it's picked off by the Bears. They're on top by 7, 65-58. Leonard Collins. Long rebound. It's contested. Picked off by Andry Bolden. Give it to Andry. Oh. Intimidated out of that shot. Matt Lehman wants it now. Gives it off to Ed Finch. Starts a drive. No good. Rebound Glassmer. And we got problems. 6-10. Well, Ed Finch hustling back. Hustling back still. Stacy Johnson. He got that one. Defense hustling there, but had some trouble. 67-58. We'll check in with the coach and see what he's telling his players.
Don't worry about it. Step up, Matt, what do you got? Thank you. 33. You can back out if you ain't got nothing. Go for it, man. They got me way back. Okay. All right, you're doing a good job taking it in there. What we got to do, though, man, is down here when we're starting, the ball's off the glass. Right now, the biggest problem is off the glass. Is when they shoot it, we're standing because we think they're going to put it in. We got to get after it, knock it loose, and keep playing. You can't make one effort at it, but you got to have people coming right back at it and keep fighting for it and coming up with it. Just digging down inside. On offense, then, we got to come down the floor on balance and move the basketball and take the good shot when it's there. You did a nice job getting it reversed, and he made a good defensive play on your turnaround, but we threw 5 or 6 passes and dropped it down in there and moved the ball, fake with it, get him up in the air and take it around him. When you fake with it, you're drawing fouls on him. If you try to jump and shoot it over him, they're going to slide it back at you. Come on, okay? On balance now. Let's dig in. Let's dig in. Let's go. So.
Coach Schultz wants him to give a fake. He mentioned that at halftime, too, and just 30 seconds before the timeout, when Andry Bolden made a fake there, you said he was intimidated out of it. That's exactly what Coach Schultz had been telling him to do, is to get that man up in the air. Give him a pump now and then.
Okay, Cougars with the ball. It's in to Chuck Lewis. Down to Bobby Smith. And that's a bad place to get it. He lets loose of it. Chuck on a drive. Oh, nice shot. Good tip by Ed Finch. No good. Ed Finch working hard on the board. Gets it off. And it's going to pass.
He almost had 5 seconds there.
Three-pointer. Oh. I thought that'd be a dead ball when that hit the top of the rim like that.
No, I think everything's in this year.
Okay.
All around the side of the backboard.
All right, it's Mott ball with they're up by 9. Just under 14 minutes remaining in this game. Scott Furman into the game for the Cougars. Glassmer with the shot, and he gets the bottom of the net. Chuck Lewis with that touchdown pass, but Mott got back quick. Just a long gain on that pass.
Yeah.
Robinson back into the game for the Bears, and he's charged with a foul. That's looks like 3 team fouls apiece now for both the Cougars and the Bears. You know, there are some comparisons or analogies, what have you, in this game within the game they had a couple years ago with Mott, but the bottom line is Cougars led that game, were in control of the game pretty much for the entire well, what do I want to say, the whole game, I guess. And this game, the Bears have pretty much stayed up by 8-9 points for the better part of the game, Gordon. So it's
When you started talking about analogies, Dave, I thought you wanted me to start talking about how basketball is a microcosm of life, and invite me to give a little philosophy lesson here.
No, I guess what I wanted to say was that's one point that is not analogous to that tournament game a couple years ago.
Yeah, this is definitely a different game. There, Valley played just about a perfect game.
Okay.
Here we're having quite a few execution
problems. Down by 10. And Cougars working hard. Scott Furman slaps that ball away. Now Chuck Lewis has a pass to Smith. He goes all the way. Ed Finch underneath. Puts it off the board. No good. Scott Furman with a tip. No good. Oh, no. How in the world? Well, we won't go into that anymore. A lot of contact going both ways, and I think I better keep the mic off Coach here, Gordon.
Yeah, he's not happy about the call.
10-point deficit for the Cougars to make up with 13 minutes left. 69-59. Bobby Smith with that ball off the glass. Andry with a 10-footer off the glass, no good. Rebound by Ed Finch, tipped away by Robinson. And good effort there by Robinson. And Redmond takes it the length of the floor and puts it in. Oh, that hurt, Gordon. There was a 4-point swing there.
Yeah, that was a lucky break for him that they had that toss from the out of bounds down to 3 men. Had a 3-on-none break.
Scott Furman with the ball trying to get it inside, but it's pretty hard work under those trees. Ed Finch, about a 10-footer off the glass, no good. Bobby Smith with a rebound. And Andry Bolden puts it out to the Bears, and the Bears have the ball go off their hands, and we'll have some new players in now.
Well, the substitutes provided a little spark for the Cougars in the first half. Let's hope they do that here. Yeah, Dunkel especially hit those 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, I think Andry and Chuck are both a little tired right now. Matt Lehman in for Bobby Smith. Fred Cunningham in also. Scott Furman has the ball now, starts a drive, but nothing there. Matt Lehman, he's got it. That cuts it back to 10, 71-61. 11:50 remaining. Drive, but a lot of contact there, Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed Finch with another rebound. He's slapped in there by Redmond. I think that time we may have gotten away with 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And we'll get that ball out of bounds and a chance to cut into that 10-point lead. The Bears playing full court. Tim Dunkel controlling the ball now and has it across that timeline. Starts a drive, gets his man up in the air, puts up a shot, no foul. Fred Cunningham puts it up, no good. This is pretty wild, Gordon. Tim Dunkel with a save. Ed Finch, no good. Ties up the ball, and that'll be the Cougars. Cougars possession.
Well, Ed Finch has played a whale of a game. Just
well, they've got to be pretty tired in there, but they got to figure we can rest in 11 more minutes.
Yeah.
71-61. Cougars are working hard. Ball slapped away. A lot of turnovers tonight. Redmond goes all the way, and he gets the bucket. Matt Lehman, 2-on-2 break, 16-footer. He's got it. Matt Lehman warming up. 73-63. The Cougars hanging tough. Glassmer's been hot lately, and he continues to be hot. Puts in a 15-footer. Here come the Cougars.
Glassmer wasn't challenged on that last shot like he should have been.
Okay, Matt Lehman. Oh, almost. That ball hung on the rim and just wouldn't fall, but I think we got a foul on Stacy Johnson. Matt Lehman got him up in the air and then forced the contact. Both coaches into this game pretty strong, and referees are going to have their patience tested. Gary Andry has to give Ed Finch a well-deserved rest there. 10:37 remaining, 75-63. Matt Lehman at the line. I think the referees are trying to catch their breath a little bit right now, Gordon.
Yeah.
They do. They're earning their money tonight. Woo! Well, Matt Lehman's a little short with that free throw. Normally a 85-90% free throw shooter. Leonard Collins back into the game. And Matt gets that second one. 75-64 with 10:37 left. Redmond with the ball. Cougars in a man-to-man defense. Get it inside to Robinson. He hurt the Cougars down low, and he's continuing to hurt the Cougars down low. He had 9 points at half, and he scored another one. 77-64, a 13-point lead for the Bears as Dennis Johnson checks in for Redmond. Well, do you start going with that three-pointer now a little more often, Gordon?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've got to make a regular run at him here, though.
Oh. Tim tried to feed the ball off to Gary Andry, and he just turned toward the bucket as that feed came, and that'll go over to the Bears.
I think you try and get that guy from Maine who hit 7 for 8 of the three-pointers last night. And
looks like the Bears might be trying to work that clock a little bit now. They get it inside to Robinson. He's been deadly. There he goes again. Had another mismatch.
Yeah, Robinson has 4 or 5 inches on Tim Dunkel.
Yeah, well, they had a caught Valley in a switch, and they took advantage of it. Robinson gets that one. Now we've got a 17-point lead for the Mott Bears. It's not over yet, but it's time to work hard. Good bucket by Fred Cunningham. He gets that 15-footer to fall. 81-66 with 9:50 remaining. Valley's got to pressure there. The Mott ball handling a little more as Gary Andry comes in, slaps the ball away. It's picked up by Matt Lehman. Gets it off to Tim Dunkel. Back to Matt. Gary Andry starts a drive and puts it in over Johnson. Okay. Or maybe around Johnson.
Yeah.
I don't think you go over him tonight.
No.
Okay, 81-68, and we'll check in on this timeout.
On the end? Okay. Come on. Good job. Okay. Nice work, buddy. Stay after. Nice job, Gary. Way protected going in there. Okay, we're going to play 2-2-1 when we come out. Now, I want us to try to get a trap on. Okay, on that side. We don't want to trap them on this side. I want you to try to get a trap on out of Cougar. You come up in the second row and you play deep. We're going to Cougar right now when we go back out. Okay? And you're going to stay in Cougar after a field goal. Cougar back into Diamond at half court. Okay? If you slide through out there on weave, it's okay. You guys go ahead and slide through. The guys we're putting in are going to switch it out there. Okay, slide, but keep the seams. All they're trying to do is get a seam on that handoff. That's not weave like we run it. That's just staying out. But you got to stay alert because you relax and you just dart down in there. And we don't want to go wild doubling. You want to kind of play in the seams and fake and drop, but try to keep them on the perimeter. When it's thrown into one of those guys sliding around, you got to be close enough to help on him. See, that's what we don't really want to go all the way out there and finagle with that for the next couple of minutes. We want to stay back in just a little bit. All right? Come on. Okay, they're just doing that to try to run a little time off and get you spread out. And we don't want to be spread out when they attack us. Okay, let's go. Let's go!
Well, Coach Schultz was, we're going to go into a zone press here, I believe.
Yeah.
And they're going to try and get a trap going, he said, on the far side, apparently to stay away from one of their ball handlers.
I just found out from Rick that Robert Taylor, 21 from Mott, is a brother to George Taylor, who played for the Cougars last year.
Is that right?
Both out of Grand Rapids. That press worked. We got a turnover. Turnover there by Dennis Johnson.
We mentioned he's also Andry Bolden's teammate from high school. You may have noticed in the player introductions they shook hands.
Well, we tried to get too much too quick there. That lob pass didn't work. And Mott has the ball, a three-pointer, I think. Attempt, anyway. Rebound, Matt Lehman. Puts it out quick to Fred Cunningham. Oh, the pass split the difference. Doggone it. Had the Mott guy faked out, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
Everybody
else, too.
Yeah. Okay, Mott ball again. We missed two opportunities to cut into that 15-point deficit. Now there's 8:55 remaining, and the score is still 81-68. Now they're working hard again, but that'll go. Oh, that's interesting. It must have gone out of bounds before Scott Furman touched it. Well, we certainly need to convert this time down. Matt Lehman on the run. No good, but it's picked off there. Scott Furman gathers that rebound. Tim Dunkel got Robert Taylor in his face. Gary Andry starts a drive. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Stacy Johnson. A lot of contact there. Oh, high lob from Taylor to Collins. And now we're going the other way. Matt Lehman with the ball. Gives a feed to Scott Furman. Good feed to Gary Andry. Good bucket.
Excellent assist by Scott Furman.
Full court pressure by the Cougars. Oh boy, I think we got an injury there.
Yeah, he went down hard.
I thought he went off somebody's foot. He tripped over somebody's foot, and he's getting up now, but obviously in a great deal of pain. We hate to see it. Number 11 is Eric Redmond for the Mott Bears. And he's holding his left wrist. And I guess he'll check out for a few minutes of rest and see if he can come back into the game as Rod Glassmer checks back in.
Yeah, we mentioned a couple times Mott has good substitutes.
Yeah.
Hope he's all right.
Well, that was certainly just part of the game and nothing intentional. There wasn't even any call with that contact, Gordon. The call was later on. 84-70, a 14-point lead for the Mott Bears. 8:04 left. Now it's back to 15.
I think Redmond's all right. He's just sitting on the bench, and he's not getting any treatment for that hand.
Andry Bolden and Chuck Lewis check back into the game. Andry Bolden from 15. No good. Ed Finch attempted to steal it from Johnson, but he has it now. And errant pass picked off by Andry Bolden. Chuck Lewis, three-point range. He's got it. Okay, 85-73. That's what we need to start a fire. Well, that's what we don't need. Stacy Johnson with a good feed from Taylor. Stuffs it in there to put the Bears back up by 14. 87-73 with 7:22 remaining. Andry Bolden gets a feed into Ed Finch, and it's blocked away. I think he was trying to pass it to Gary Andry, but at any rate, Stacy Johnson got in the way. Now Glassmer with the ball. Collins starts a drive. Gets a shot, tipped by Johnson over Gary Andry, and I think Johnson's going to be called for a foul. And both teams will be in the bonus now.
Well, Dave, we were talking about the three-point play, and I think that it affects defenses and forces a little more man-to-man, but in the total complexion of the game, I don't think it changes it that much. In a situation like this, what you've got to do is turn off the other side's scoreboard.
Yep.
The defense is going to be more crucial here than that three-point play.
Mm-hmm.
Then you mentioned we made a three-point play, but they came down and jammed one in, and we can't trade baskets with them at this point. Although there's still 7 minutes to go.
Well, Gary Andry, again, is the free throw ladder leader for the Cougars. And
You're doing better with that, the free throw ladder leader.
Whatever, he missed that one, that hurt. 87-73. 14-point lead for Mott as ball slapped away, and good work on defense by the Cougars. They'll get that ball. Bobby Smith checks back into the game for Gary Andry. Just notice Mott seems to be pressuring Chuck Lewis very heavily right now. Matt Lehman working hard. He's got a bunch of trees to work against. Cougars had 2 or 3 tips on it, but couldn't come up with a bucket. And now Robert Taylor goes to the floor as Ed Finch gets some contact, and he'll be charged with the foul. Taylor will go to the line for 2. .26 remaining. 87-73. Well, like we said, Mott has had great success this year. They're 5-0. They've beat some very tough competition. This is certainly no disgrace, but at times the Cougars have played very well tonight, and I'd like to see them really get back in close, Gordon, and give the Mott team a good scare. Chuck Lewis missed that three-pointer, but now Andry put up a second shot. Bobby Smith put up a third shot. Couldn't get anything to fall, and Collins has the ball. Puts up a 15-footer, and oh, there's a lot of contact underneath. You know, from here, it looked as if Leonard Collins had his arm up there instead of Ed. Now, I don't know if you saw it that way. Ed got charged with the foul. He's not putting up much fuss, but anyway, Cougars came up short. They're 19 points down, and let's see what Coach has to say.
Let's go. Now look, that's not the way to get back in it. You can't come down and shoot off moving that fast, Chuck. You won't make 1 out of 10 like that. We got to work it, man. We're going to go piranha all the time. Piranha all over the floor, play good position. Now look what that means at half court. Remember, the guy that's on the ball is going to release a little bit so the other people can get up in the passing lanes. Okay, you're a little softer where the ball is. If he brings it out here and gives it to him, then this guy, as he brings it across, is dropping back. You're soft on the ball, but you're in the passing lanes everywhere. They swing in the middle, you're cutting that guy off. You've got to relax shooting the ball, but we've got to make sure we have a good shot. I mean, there is a lot of time left. A lot of time. We want to take good shots. I'm not saying don't take three-pointers, but you have to be set. Set yourself on them and take your time shooting the ball. Or kick it off and take the ball to the hole. But then the press has got to be on them right now. A lot of time now. Reach down in and press. A lot of heart now. Let's go. Pull together. Let's go.
Well, Valley will be in their piranha defense, which is a man-to-man, and they gamble with that a little bit and go for the steal on the pass. And we've not done well the last minute. We've dropped a few points, down 19
to 12, I think, 85-73, and then they've got 7 straight points.
So we can't trade buckets. We've got to play some defense here. It's going to be tough to pull this off because of Mott's quickness.
Well,
right now on the press.
Again, I think their depth has been another thing, Gordon. They've played 10 players. Valley's played about 8 or 9 players themselves, but neither team has lost very much at all with substitutions. Okay, Ed Finch gathered that rebound. Get Bobby Smith open underneath and have difficulty getting the ball to him.
Pass was too high.
Yeah. And that'll go over to Mott.
We had a little mix-up there on the defense, on the press.
Yep. No. I think Andry got a part of that one. Ed Finch slapped it away. Cougars working hard, and the ball goes out of bounds off the Bears. 92-73 with 5:52 remaining. And Cougars got their work cut out for them. A lot of contact again. Good block by Robinson. And the ball goes off Andry's hand, and that'll be the Bears' possession. Mott does a good job on helping on defense too, Gordon. If they get by one guy, you've got to contend with somebody else too, and that hurts.
Yeah, they have good quickness there, and they use it.
Okay, Cougars moving the ball well, and Andry Bolden gets a shot off the glass. Ends a dry spell for the Cougars, 94-75. They're 19 down. Got to gamble a little bit on defense at this point, and make that steal and get a couple quick buckets. Mott's going to, on the other hand, be trying to work the clock some. They get that good shot in there. Get that close-in pass to Robinson, and Bobby Smith is trying to tie him up, and it gets pretty physical, and Robinson's a little upset with that contact.
Well, the referee, Prentice Gibson, is talking to Robinson a little bit. I think he's telling him to calm down.
Robinson really didn't take the ball straight up. He was egging for that contact, and then he got...
Yeah.
I think he got a little more than he anticipated, though. He was wanting that three-point play, and that was taken away from him. But he still gets a chance at two, and brings the score 95-75 with 4:53 left. And 96-75. Cougars have a 3-on-2. Bobby Smith gets that back in a hurry. Boy, Cougars have not had anyone with that spring, Gordon.
No, they haven't.
Bobby's going to be an exciting player for him for the next couple years. And we've got a block there on Scott Furman. And that will take Anthony Hamilton to the line for 1-1.
Some of the referees in the stands didn't like that call.
Well... Okay, Daryl Horton checking back into the game for Collins. We have Chuck Lewis, Andry Bolden, Scott Furman, 42 is Ed Finch, and number 40, Bobby Smith, into the lineup for the Cougars. Horton, Taylor, Hamilton, Robinson, and Glassmer for the Bears. 97-77 with 4:29 remaining.